Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff, and it should be an epic here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To throw on 2nd down. Callaway being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Back to throw. Callaway. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Looking to throw. Callaway. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard, credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Callaway. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Burrow. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Buckley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Off the play fake, Callaway. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Right back to him on first down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
10-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Buckley, and some space here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Callaway eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
An extra point by Bunker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. To throw on second down, Callaway. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run on first down. Buckley.
The 71 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Back to throw. Callaway. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On third down, Buckley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Looking to throw. Callaway. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw on second down. Callaway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
James Mitchell.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
On 2nd down now. Buckley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And you'll see they've had success running the football, and that bodes well for their chances of lifting that Lombardi trophy. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow finds his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Burrow. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A draw play for Mixon.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bengals are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. This is caught by Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Buckley.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley, room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Lions will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals set to take over.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance on our way. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Callaway.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Callaway. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Buckley.
He's got it to the 43 here. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Callaway. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Open for there as this will hit
badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. They don't find touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Again, it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got 6, now second and 4. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage, back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Back to the air on second down. Callaway. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. Off play action. Callaway. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try the left side. Buckley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Buckley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, Buckley.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 168 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Buckley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 2nd down, Buckley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in for a yard out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 7. A little under a minute to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Burrow.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Throwing, Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw, Burrow.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.